if you're a Libra, born September 23rd to October 22nd, what can you expect for the month of May 2020? Let's tune in and find out. So Libra, I just see this whirlwind of activity and just kind of like things just popping around you. Just it feels more like aha moments or stellar, like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. So it's just this, feels like an appreciation, a sinking into your own realization of your value, of what works for you, of what doesn't work for you. I see you kind of looking at things. Do I like this? Do I not want this? Do I want to keep this? And really also testing the limits of your own comfort zone. Do you feel comfortable in what you're presenting in the world or who you are in the world? Do you feel good enough? Also kind of looking at shadowy things of yourself, things that you want to bring out in the open and let go of, that you want to integrate, which would mean behaviors and beliefs, fear-based stories or conversations. For some of you, it's going to be an emotional month. There's some retrogrades here. We have a Scorpio retrograde May 11th. We have a Venus retrograde May 13th to June 12th, which is all about, the things that you love in life. Especially for Libras, it's, your physical looks, as well as your love of money, love of art, all those things like that. And then we have Jupiter retrograde May 14th to September 12th, which is that planet of abundance and good luck and prosperity. Now, it doesn't mean that we're not going to have good luck and prosperity, that things aren't moving forward for us, right? Or that we're going to lose our looks. It just means these are times to not make changes. These are times to not press forward. These are times to assess, go slow, be pragmatic, look and see what's working, what you like, what you don't like. It wouldn't be the time, not that you could anyway, but go lop your hair off. I guess you could, right? That would be not the advisable thing to do during a retrograde. Just get frustrated and go clip your own hair, right? So it's really a time when you just look and see what you value. I also see it as kind of like the dust settling, and when it settles, you get to look around and really see and touch what you like and what you love about yourself and about your environment, about your home, about the people in your life, about the relationships that you have, about your career, about your self-expression, all those things. And in doing that, you'll see all these little gems and just appreciation. So it's also a time to receive, like allow things to come to you, right? This is not the time to go out and chase, but allow things to come together and see what you have and being able to rearrange it and put it together. And it's a great time to redecorate or to maneuver things around in the house or to get rid of that and to move that and to just realign things that you already have. Okay, so let's look at relationships. So for those of you that are in a coupled relationship, let's see what's in store for you for the month of May. I just see a coming together in terms of self-acceptance and being on the same page, being on the common, like wavelength, right? Like, I hear what you're saying. So it just feels like there's a better wavelength between the two of you. It feels like there's less misunderstandings. There is some new communication and new awareness as your partner kind of discovers some new things about themselves, their likes, their dislikes, and as you discover likes and dislikes, there is that little bit of fluctuation that goes on in a relationship. Now, there's also some intense Mars energy. We have a full moon with Scorpio on May 7th, and that might be a little bit intense or a little sharp or a little pokey. So you just want to make peace. Do something simple. Don't have big conversations around that time, right? Like just be zen, right? It can also give you a deep awareness about yourself and maybe about some things that you don't like about yourself. It can also give you deep, deep, deep wisdom into your spiritual insight, into your values and into your gifts. You'll be highly sensitive, highly in tune. You may really get a better understanding about your money and your money goals and what you want to be doing with money and how you can make money and how you can save money and where you want to spend your money. Like a lot around money and around like coming to fruition. Some of you may be even getting job offers and opportunities around that full moon, around money, career, and things that you've been kind of waiting on, and now they're finally manifesting around that. Maybe even something that you yourself are launching or doing or have been kind of sitting on that you finally move out there. There's also we do have a new moon in Gemini that I want to bring up May 22nd, and that feels more electric and exciting, like moving up and out, and more creative and more fun. It just feels like, and here in the States, that is our Memorial Weekend, and generally that's our 3-day weekend. Well, with the way things are, nobody can really tell Monday from Sunday anymore. So it's really, who knows how that'll turn out, but it just feels like you're going to have fun that weekend. There may be some of you that in some states where the beaches are open and you may find yourself being connected with people and having a good time. Some of you may be traveling, which feels like it might be that you're going to stay there for the summer. So you might be moving and staying someplace for the next 3 months. So I see that door open for some of you, but it feels free and it feels easy. It doesn't feel scary or intense. Now, as far as your relationship goes for the May, it just feels like there's an awareness and a respect of where each other are, and a general reduced anxiety and a general sense of we're in this together and we're going to get through it. It feels like you're making peace with yourself and making peace with your partner. Now, for those of you that are single Libras, let's see what's in store for you for May. It feels like the confusion is going to be lifted. And as you inquire into your truth, into your value, into what's most important to you, you're going to feel less ambivalence, less boredom. You're going to feel renewed excitement. And I see some of you just sitting up with anticipation of can't wait, like, oh, and just your mind, like, I want to do this and I want to do this and I want to do this. And not only that, but I see partners coming in to help you. So whether, and it could be for some of you in your career, in this mind stuff of moving forward with things is where you meet your partner. So there may be somebody at work or somebody newly that you meet online around your career, your relationship, that you fall in love with. So there is a potential there for your relationship to be influenced with somebody that you work alongside. So you may meet somebody at work. Now, for those of you, let's move right into money and career, because that's where I feel like we were moving this, is there's a lot of energy there for creation of what you already have. And I also see people on your peripheral that no longer on your peripheral, that actually get in your business with you and start throwing things out and packaging and making things nice and neat and doing things together. So if you work for somebody else, I just feel there's more camaraderie, there's a more sensitivity to what's needed. And this is a really makeover, like a complete makeover. Now, normally would say during a Venus retrograde, you wouldn't want a makeover, but we're talking about your business. And just don't make any final decisions until Venus goes direct after June 12th, right? This is just like, let's say this and let's say that and let's maneuver this. And then you can look at the final product when Venus is direct, when you have Venus's support to put any final touches on and to go, oh yeah, okay, oh, that's the thing that I needed to push it over the top, right? So I just wouldn't launch anything new. I would revamp it all. I would look at it all. I would partner it newly, whatever, those sorts of things. But I wouldn't launch anything or put it out there until after June 12th so that you have Venus's support. Or do it, before May 13th. That's fine too. Do it here in this next 2 weeks before Venus does go retrograde. And then you can make any big changes next month. All right, now let's look. And money feels good. I just feel money raining down on you. And if you're resisting and you don't feel that's true for you, then go to your value. Then go to your value and say, okay, what is it that I believe about myself? What is it that's blocking the flow of financial abundance to me? Because I'm seeing money rain on you. And if it hits you and goes off, that's your self-worth. That's your value. That's your disrespect. That's your inauthenticity around your own value, your inability to be okay with shining. So if you're struggling with money, do some work, do some deep work this month in May around your value and about being able to receive. And if you're stuck, book a session with me. You can go to my website, peggyrometo.com. Happy to move you through with energy work, but don't sit in it, or get my book, which is really inexpensive, but really helpful. The Little Book of Big Promises. It takes you through your life experiences, these things that have maybe trained you to think less about yourself. And then it moves you into meditations to help you bring up that energy and then move that energy. Okay, let's move into health for Libras. What surprises do we have around Libra's health? So it feels like overall body image is coming up, and a settling into an appreciation and acceptance. And this doesn't feel like a diminished energy. Sometimes this isn't I've given up and it is how it is. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a real integration of like, wow, this is how I look and I love how I look. And then also with that integration, I see tools, you having different tools to help give your body what it needs. So you have the health, so that you have the right, that you're at the optimal weight for you, that you're at the optimal exercise. So everything I see in May is all around heightened sensitivity to your body and to its needs and to what works for you, exercise, emotionally, and really being more in your body, in touch with yourself as a body, and that you are creating this body, and that is such a gift. And so that is your health focus for the month. And then surprise, let's see if there's any surprises for Libras in the month. Wow, this is nice. A level of self-acceptance that you've never had. So by the end of the month, there's just this level of love and level of, I'm good, I'm okay, I'm spectacular, right? Just this level and depth of personal validation and acceptance that you've yet to experience. So, yay, Libras. I'm right there with you. I'm excited about that. All right, you guys, thank you so much for viewing and liking and sharing my intuitive astrology. And if you would comment below, I'll swing back and respond. And I look forward to seeing you guys again next month. Stay blessed, stay healthy, and have a wonderful month.